Great sound, huh, John? That's something else.
Yeah,
Moving.
really
Had us moving.
gritty, tough. The contrasts, like you mentioned. I'm a huge fan of the grunge sound, and you guys are fitting right into that, in my opinion.
Good job, guys. Is John
Love it.
accurate? Is that
Thank you.
a big influence, the grunge stuff with you?
Yeah, I think so. For
Yeah?
sure.
Where you guys from?
I'm from Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah, originally North Louisiana. I lived in New Orleans for a long time.
Okay, now New Orleans, you can't get out of there. You
Yeah.
live there for a while. Music's in your blood, man. I've been
Totally.
there quite a bit to work.
Yeah.
And that's just a great city. And the other two members, are you guys from New Orleans as well?
No, I'm from New York.
You're from New York?
New York.
And what is
New
your
York.
name?
Long
Boston.
Island.
Are you from Long Island? You're from Boston?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So how do you guys meet up? How does this work?
Well, we started playing. I moved to New York. We started playing as a two-piece. Mm-hmm. So we got compared to the White Stripes a lot.
Right.
We were doing, which was fine with us. That was cool.
Yeah.
And
Good band.
yeah, but this, moving to New York, I've always played blues a little bit and everything, but I really, when I got here, it made me want to rock. There was something about this city that a lot of anger built up or something.
Oh, yeah.
And so she got behind the drums, and that's what came out. And since Orion's joined up, the sound's just evolved, and now we're really got our own thing going.
Now, when you say anger, like, what about the city?
Oh, I don't,
It's a little bit of tongue in cheek there, but there is. There's truth to that. How does your writing change just by being around New York? Because everyone said, F. Scott Fitzgerald said if he never left Minnesota and spent time in New York, he wouldn't have been what he was. I mean, how does that
Absolutely.
inspire you as a writer, as an artist, New York
That's
City itself?
so true. Besides this just being a rock and roll town, which I think it is, and people don't, Marky Ramone will tell you the same
Definitely,
thing.
yeah, sure.
I don't know. There's all the stimulus, there's like this kind of built up need to go crazy inside you when you live here, constantly surrounded by buildings and other people and everything.
Well, you have to suppress a lot of anger.
You do. You gotta suppress
and it's so great to have a way that's legal to let it loose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Performing is one of those things.
Well, it works.
Yeah.
That's why there's great art here.
Definitely. I mean, I do it in my stand-up. I use the. John, you just saw me do stand-up for the first time. You could
Hilarious.
tell. I use the crowd as a shrink. Like, I pretend they're a shrink, and I just scream at them sometimes. And sometimes it doesn't even come out like, it's just pure anger. It's not even a joke. But if I don't have it, I feel like I would explode just from, like, the first time I ever did stand-up in San Diego years ago, there was an improv there, and my first set of 2 sets, I didn't think I did that well. And the manager of the club said, well, you sound mean. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I go, see, what you just said sounds mean. And I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, you gotta, people here aren't used to that. And if you think about it, I got back on stage and I apologized. I said, guys, listen, I come from a place where it's not always 82 degrees and breezy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
5 months out of the year, you got to parallel park and snow with dog crap on it.
Totally.
So I'm mad, and I might come off as mad. And then I got mad that I had to suppress being mad.
Yeah. so you got madder.
It got worse. It got worse, that northeastern anger.
Yeah.
So you feel it's helped you in a way?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, New York's totally made this band. I'll always be in debt to it. We're I don't know. Trish is a New Yorker, so she's the backbone of the group.
Trish, how does it feel?
I'm used to all of it, the anger.
Yeah, she's
being a woman in a band with 2 guys
tough.
on the
It's
road.
tough.
Describe that. What's that situation?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
she's not as prissy as you think she is.
Rough,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you look good, but you're rough,
I
right?
hold it together a little bit, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
the glue.
Yeah.
totally.
That's what John has become with us, John. You've become the glue.
certainly.
You have any questions,
Thank you.
John? I mean, you're
Yeah.
a band guy.
Yeah, how long have you guys been playing together? Because you're really tight.
Thanks. We've been Graveyard Lovers has been a band about 2 years. He's just been with us 7, 8 months, something like that.
Wow.
So, but I mean, as soon as we've played a lot of shows in the last 7, 8 months.
I
Yeah.
think the combination of Boston, New Orleans, and
Totally.
Somehow it works.
New
Yeah.
York City, and New York, Boston, New Orleans. That is a good combination
Yeah,
for
it's
some sort of art to happen.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
lot of anger. A lot of.
There's definitely, I feel the cultural kind of pull of it. It's cool. I mean, that's what I try to speak with is a kind of a cultural language. That's what music is to me.
Ryan, now is Ryan or Orion? You said Ryan?
Orion.
Orion. Now, when you see something like the tragedy just happened in your hometown, does that make you want to write music, like in anger? Does that make you want to like explode? You know?
I mean, for sure.
Yeah. And again, a good way, a healthy
But-
way to do that is music.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's delicate though. I haven't
It's
really,
too soon.
Yeah, I haven't really
Yeah.
processed it all.
Yeah.
But
Now, do you have any relatives who were directly affected by that up there?
my mom lives in
friend?
an area that she can see the Arsenal Mall where they like found
Yeah.
the little man in the boat.
Right.
As I like to call.
Yeah, exactly. Hell, crazy.
But you know, she watched it from a distance, so everybody's safe. We're all good.
Crazy story, unfortunately.
Fortunately.
Like a major American city on lockdown like that. But now you guys are touring. Where are you going next?
Well, we're staying here until the summer. The album that those songs are on, Manifesto's on one EP that we released. It's also going to be on the record that comes out this summer.
Okay.
So we'll tour to support the record around August and September.
And that
But-
record is Dreamers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's coming out this summer. Our next show is May 31st at Bowery Electric here in New York City. Anybody that's watching,
Good
please
place.
come on down. Yeah.
Good
great place.
area, Barry.
Yeah.
That talk about the Ramones. That's their
Totally.
their old hood. So the song that you just did is "Blessed Are the Ties That Bind," and that's off the album coming up this summer called Dreamers. And how do we find graveyardlovers.net?
Graveyardlovers.com.
Yeah. Okay.
You can get that EP, that the first song that we
you
played.
can get it now.
You can get it now.
Manifesto.
You can get that
Okay,
now.
yeah, right, okay,
On
good.
iTunes or Bandcamp, Graveyard Lovers. Google us. We should be the only thing that comes up, or at least.
Hopefully.
I mean,
Right.
there's a couple other weird things.
Isn't
but
that a weird
figure it
thing?
out.
That's a weird thing now. When even with comedy, when you're deciding on the title for an album or a CD or a DVD or a special, whatever the hell you're gonna do in music with albums and stuff, and movies with titles, people title stuff based on how quick it'll pop up when you Google it. Like they'll put in front of a title.
Oh, really?
Just because alphabetically, I've seen people do that. It's a crazy time we're living in, but you guys you're doing it right, and come back and see us again.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank
We
you so
love your
much.
show, Artie.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks,
Thank you.
guys. Let us know how you're doing in the future. And again, Graveyard Lovers, graveyardlovers.com. This summer, the album is Dreamers, and May 31st at Bowery Electric.
Yep.
May 31st.
Yep.
Okay, thanks,
Thank you very
guys.
much.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the last minutes of the Artie Lange Show after this.